You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, Ken? Hey, Nola, how you doing on this Sunday, this pre-MLK national holiday? This is like the only day I got off of work for the next few weeks. I even have to work tomorrow on the holiday. Okay, so thanks for coming through. People, come on in. Make sure you hit the like and the share button. I want to have a conversation with y'all. There's a few people live right now, and they're discussing some other things, but I'll probably come back live a little later on to discuss those things, because I don't know what's all going on, like with this, with Coolin and VS. I heard a few of their videos recently. I know Coolin went live the other day for the first time to answer or respond to some things that have been said since before she went, well, when she got locked up, and then after she got locked up. And then I know VS had did some lives, and then VS did another live earlier today. So I don't know what's going on. I gotta watch VS latest live before I do commentary on that. But then there's some shit going on with Seven been going or coming at Pizza lately. I don't know how long this has been going on, but I've seen a couple of videos. Seven talking about pizza, and then pizza did a live, I don't know, responding back. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm gonna drop the link just in case any of you got any scoop on that, or if you want to discuss what the actual topic of my show is going to be about, which is basically doing a little commentary on James' show that he had last night. And I have to say to that Jamita girl, like, it's easy. It's really easy to come into the B sector and to pick up on certain things. Like, because we know a lot of shit in the B sector is regurgitated, right? So, like, for instance, what did that Jamita say yesterday? She was saying stuff like, she knows that certain people have went to jail, certain people have went to court, certain people did this, certain people lost their jobs, a lot of the shit that we discuss on here is regurgitated. And so people say, yeah, she obviously been around the B sector for a while. She knows a lot that has happened in the B sector. She can regurgitate a lot of the storylines, because a lot of the shit that happens in the B sector, when people get to dragging, they usually re-drag it or regurgitate shit that people already done heard 1,000 times over. Okay, like, how many times can we, okay, I'm just gonna throw something out here, like, just read my book and Dovey. Like, everybody know that Dovey will stand with just read my book for a minute. Just read my book, and Sugarfoot, her cat, had to put Dovey out, and they had to send her packing. The cops was called. I'm just giving y'all one particular storyline. So it's not hard to pick up storylines in the B sector if you're here for a while. And because a lot of times we talk about the same shit over and over and over. But with this Jamita shit, yeah, it's obvious that she has been around the B sector for a while. But when she was going back and forth with Jay Dunn, or AKA Jay Dizzle, as I like to call her, I was sitting over here like getting so irked and irritated. Like, J Dunn was like, James, could you please respond to this bitch? Because she's getting on my fucking nerves. I'm getting irritated. Like, the girl, for some reason, she kept thinking that J Dunn was talking to her. Her name is Jamita Dirts or some shit like that. And what's up with y'all coming on here with y'all real motherfucking names? Like, ain't y'all learned long time ago that you... And child, I ain't even gonna lie. I looked up that name last night and I ran across something close to it on Facebook because I was like, I know she ain't on here with her real name. I'll be telling my friends or relatives who be thinking about starting YouTube channels, before they start their channel, they actually, because a lot of people, when they first create a YouTube account, you know, because you can come on YouTube, but if you want to respond, if you want to like, if you want to do shit like that, you have to actually have a Google account. So when people, even me, I ain't even gonna lie, like 15 years ago, when I first created a Google account, because I wanted to comment on people's videos or like or share or whatever, I had my whole name on there. And I didn't realize till later down the line when I start watching the B sector and other people like do commentary and beef and all that kind and drag and all that people would make up names, you know, like a nickname or like whatever they wanted to call their show, like Ken. His real name is Ken, but it's Nola. You know what I'm saying? My real name is Tanya. A lot of people know that. You know, I have other channels with Tanya in the channel name, but I don't have my whole name on here. But for the people who either subscribers or content creators, please stop putting your whole name, your government name on here for your avatar. Anyway, so Miss Jamita, you know a lot about what's going on in the B sector, but you did not realize that J Dunn was speaking to James on his own platform. On his own platform. Like, she kept saying, bitch, why you keep calling me James? My name ain't James. Who the fuck is you talking to? Ain't no James up here. J Dunn was getting so flustered. She was so frustrated. She was like, what the fuck is you talking about? First of all, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to James. Bitch, why this bitch keep calling me James? I was over here, child. I was like, let me pour me another drink because this shit was crazy. I was like, bitch, you don't know who James is? You don't know that Trezur Lane, that his real name is James Caldwell? You don't know that? Like, that's like, let me see. Okay, that's like 5. Like, if you've been in the B sector long enough and you don't know her real name is Shalina. Pastor, you know, Wilson. Pastor. You don't know his real name is James Wilcox. Tracy. You don't know her real name is Patrice. Like, it's just certain people on here whose real names has been out here for a long time. So I don't understand. I'm like, is she drunk? Is she high? Is she slow? Is she like, you obviously know a lot of shit about the B sector, but you didn't know that J Dunn was not talking about you. And then J Dunn said about 10, 11, 15 times, I'm talking to James, the person who's running this channel, the owner of the channel, the one who's hosting. She said, I'm talking to the host. She called James so many times. And then she was like, you know what? J Dunn had me cracking up. You know the Candyman TV show or the movie, Candyman 1, 2, 3, 5, 11. She was like, okay, we're going to say James' names 3 times. And James is going to respond like some damn ghost or some villain or something. She's like, James. 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 He was like, what the fuck you want, J Dunn? And this girl, Jamita, still was acting like lost in the fucking sauce. What's up, Hood Therapy? That's a picture of my front yard for people who don't know. That's like half of my front yard. The other half of my front yard is where the stairs are and the driveway and the garage and all that shit. But this like I want a corner lot. So this is like half of my one of my Ring cameras points towards half of my front yard and the other Ring camera points towards the other half. I got cameras all around my house, inside and outside. Anywho. But I captured this when it first started snowing last week. Matter of fact, speaking of snow and winter, we just got a message from our utility company, you know, the light company, electric company. They called everybody in our area and told us to start unplugging shit, turn our furnaces down at least a degree or two, because we might have some outages over the next few days. For those of y'all in the Midwest, y'all might be going through the same shit we going through. In the last week, we got like 14 to 20 inches of snow in the last week. Okay. And today the kids been out of school for some time because the wind chill has been like 30, 40 degrees winds when it's already like 0 and negative degrees. So you topple that with the winds, then you know that the wind chill, which includes the temp and the wind, is like negative 30 and negative 40 degrees. That's the feel like temps. So until Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to be feeling like negative 30 and negative 40. So people who got pets, they saying put them on a leash, walk them outside, let them do their thing. If they don't do their thing within a few minutes, bring their asses back in the house and try it again later. But do not just throw your pets out in the yard and let them run around. For one, it's like 2 to 3 feet of snow in the damn yard. So, you know, and dogs and stuff, they like to go in the yard to, you know, even if you shovel your sidewalks, they like to go in the yard, in the snow. So, yeah, look out for your pets, look out for each other, look out for the elderly, look out for the people who might be handicapped, you know, yeah, look out for everybody. But anyway, yeah, OPPD called me while I was cooking my chili for dinner today. It was like, turn your shit down, turn the heat down, unplug some shit, preserve energy, because we might have some planned power outages over the next few days. So, okay, anyway. But back to what I was saying about Jay Dunn. So anyway, James finally responded, but I still was like cracking the fuck up because I'm like, bitch, she's trying to tell you, she's trying to answer you and tell you who James is. And you just keep popping your gums and bumping your teeth. And I'm like, who is this female? Who? I'm sorry. If she's been around in chats for a while, I don't recall seeing her name. I don't know who chat she be in, who crew she with, what clique she's in. Is she the content creator? Is she just a subscriber? The way they were saying, you know, in the chat last night on James' panel was that she is a subscriber. At least that's where Rita was coming from, a place of, you a subscriber, bitch, stay in your place, stay in your lane. Again, you've been in the B sector long enough. Why the hell did she come at Rita like that last night? Why the hell did this Jamita, who thinks J Dunn kept calling her James, was coming at Rita last night? I didn't understand that, and I was really confused. Because I thought the conversation was going really good. I was enjoying the live, actually. I was really, and I'm not going to say I didn't towards that part, but I kept watching, and then I fell asleep, and then I got up this morning, and I finished watching the show. But it was a lot of people on the panel. It started off with just James and Quanney and Rita running shit, or Rita, the baddest roaster, whichever one you like to call her. But her channel used to be called Rita. She had a lot of channels. Rita Baltimore something, Rita the baddest, Rita running shit. She had a couple of different YouTube names, but I always call her Rita the baddest roaster because she can roast you down. Okay, she can roast you down to your toenails. So, like, why? I don't understand why she came. And what's up, Hood Therapy? Hey, boo. I don't know why she was coming at Rita last night. The conversation was going good. The topic of the show was basically because a lot of people have been saying for a while that the B sector is dead, or the B sector is dying, or they be calling it the challenge sector, formerly known as the B sector. You know, so a lot of people have even stopped watching because they're getting tired of the same regurgitated beefs or the manufactured beefs or the challenges or, for whatever reason, some people still here and some people is tuning more into Netflix and Hulu these days because the beef sector ain't giving like it used to be giving. So Jane said Quanney and Rita wanted to have a conversation on a neutral platform about the beef sector, not really about particular beefs or calling people out or dragging people or anything like that. They just wanted to have a conversation, in my Larry Reid voice, a conversation. And so it was going really well. Really well. Even with Trish popping up and talking her shit, acting crazy like Trish does at times. It was going good, and I was enjoying what people were saying, what they don't like about the B sector, what they hate about the B sector, what they love about the B sector. And if you want, please drop down in the chat and say what you love about the B sector or what you hate about the B sector. Feel free to do that. But people was doing that, and this girl named Jamita, like I said, I don't know where she come from, who she subscribed to or whatever, but she comes on the panel and she's kind of like throwing it a little off, but I'm still listening, like trying to hear what she's trying to say and what her thoughts and topic is on the conversation. And then by the time she was up there, Rita had jumped down. I can't remember if Rita said, I'm leaving, or if she just dropped down, or if she was having a connection. But I don't remember why Rita left. I think she said in the chat why she dropped down, but I can't remember. But anyway, they started talking about court and calling the cops, people going to jail, things like that. And so Rita, she jumped back on the panel and she was saying something like, just in case y'all talk, I wish I could speak in her Baltimore because I love her Baltimore accent. But she was like, just in case people were referring to me or talking to me, then I feel like I'm going to jump back on here if y'all talk, because she heard the word court, and we all know that Rita and Sean, they had something where they had to go to court, and Rita had pressed some charges or whatnot, and so that's why she jumped back on the panel. And Quanney was trying to tell her, no, Rita, I don't think anybody was specifically talking to you. And matter of fact, Quanney said, since nobody really said any names, I think we should just drop that, or whatever. And so Rita was trying to explain herself. She was like, well, you know what? When it comes to court or, calling the police, or something like that, she was like, I just think that, how niggas, I love when she say that. She's like, I just think niggas need to keep shit on YouTube. If people would stop following people around, following people's kids around, stalking people, hiding, lurking in the bushes, Rita was trying to explain herself. She said, and this pertains to me and my situation, not nobody else. But she said, I'm just speaking on my own behalf. And she was like, if people would keep it on YouTube and not take it off YouTube, then we wouldn't have the shit where people got to go to court. And Jamita just jumped in and started interrupting Rita. Now, y'all might have to rewind it, play it in slow motion, but I didn't catch it the first time. I heard her call her bipolar, but I didn't catch her calling Rita psycho until I replayed it. And I said, I know this bitch because Rita and her was talking at the same time. And so you kind of don't hear it because they both talking at the same time. And I heard psycho. And it was like they was talking. I said, hold up. Let me rewind. I had to rewind like 2 or 3 times, play it in slow motion. And the first thing she called Rita was psycho. And I don't even know if Rita caught that because Rita caught the word bipolar. And when Rita was dragging her ass down to the toenails, like Rita, the baddest roaster, can do, she didn't mention anything about you calling me psycho, bitch, but she mentioned her saying bipolar. But yeah, that Jamita called her psycho. I was like, meow, meow. When she kept saying, y'all make sure y'all like and share the video. When she kept saying, why the fuck you keep calling me James, bitch? My name ain't James, bitch. I'm like, who's really the psycho on the panel? Like, everybody on the fucking panel who's from the B sector, people who ain't from the B sector, knows what Trezur mother, his name really is. Everybody knows his name is James. He has books. He has a ton of books out there with his real name as the author on those books. Like he's on Amazon, okay? And she was like, I don't know, meow, meow. That's what and again, let me drop the link just in case some of y'all want to come on here. But y'all tell me where she from, because I had said in the beginning of the show, I don't know what squad she from, what crew, what clique, who she subscribed to, who she follow, who she cash app, who she super chat. I don't know none of that. Yesterday was, I believe, the first time I ever heard her speak and the first time I saw that name. But again, I'm not a chat reader. I know a lot of y'all read the chats, and people be telling me, Tanya, that's where the tea is, that's where the juice is, that's where the drama is, that's where I'm like, the chat be moving so goddamn fast. I be trying to pay attention to the people on the panel, and sometimes, I'll stop the chat, but I'm not a chat reader. I've never been a chat reader. So she could have been in a lot of people's chats for all I know. Oh, she said she was from the Mo 3. Okay, so that explains it. Because in the beginning of my show today, I said, if you are really from the B sector, you would know who James is, and you would know his name. You would know his real government name if you really from the B sector. And I also said that a lot of people come in this sector and pick up regurgitated bullshit. And that's why she was able to be on the panel last night when they was trying to, trying to make sure, bitches, you really know about the B sector, how long? She was like, oh, I've been around this long and I've been here this long. And they were asking her, okay, who is this person? Tell us something about this person. Tell us something about this person. When they got to Trish, she had said she's gonna open up a prison or run a prison. She started naming different things that if you from the B sector, you would know. But it's pretty obvious, thank you, Meow, she probably came from somewhere else and picked up all this regurgitated bullshit and then picked up that Trezur Lane, aka Mother, aka Spill It Boy TV, is James. That shit was getting on my nerves. And J Dunn, she was like, I'm really not trying to go there. J Dunn was like, I'm really not trying to go there. I'm really not trying to give you all the business. But can somebody please tell her, James, can you please speak up for yourself? James, could you please tell her who you are, James? Finally, James, I think James was getting a kick out of that, because every time J Dunn was saying, James, could you please tell her you're James, that I'm talking to you? Your name is James. Could you please tell her who James is? And James was just sitting there, quiet as a church mouse. And J Dunn was like, James, you got to be on mute. You must be on mute. Come off mute. And then finally he said something. He said, I ain't on mute. You know how James be talking? I ain't on mute. Child, that shit was funny. And sorry, y'all, I got a little cold. I got the sniffles. I'm stopped up, congested at the same time. I got a lot of shit going. I need to suck on some honey and some lemons like they was telling Rita to do last night, because after Rita dragged the dog shit out of that Jamita girl, Rita could barely talk. Her voice was hoarse. And they was trying to give her all these tips. Suck on some honey. Take a teaspoon of honey. Grab you a lemon. Put some salt in some water. They was, take some Tussin. Call me in the morning. They was trying to give her all kind of tips and shit. But yeah, meow. He was playing her. That shit was funny. I was like, and I was up there like, is this bitch playing us? Is she for real? She playing us. She know who James is. She know J Dunn ain't calling her James. Like, we can read. And then, remember, meow. Remember, she even told Reed. She said, they call you Reed, the heart of fucking Philadelphia, and you can't read that my name ain't James. So remember, she had even said that to Reed too. But Reed then started going back and forth with her about the name James. J Dunn was doing that. And at first I was like, what the fuck this bitch talking about? read. You supposed to be read the harder, but you can't read and tell me what my name is or something. Like everybody saw your motherfucking name said Jamita, Rita, or Jamita, or some bullshit that her name has said. It was like Jamita Burks. That's what it was. And if that's your government name, bitch, remove that shit. Remove that shit. Put like, if even in the Mo3 sector, they don't go by their real names on they. I don't know. But anyway, Rita was giving her the business, y'all. She was giving her the business. She was like, bitch, don't address me, bitch. Stay your bystander looking ass in your place, bitch. Stay in your own lane, bitch. You all a rebel, bitch. It's the way that Rita says, bitch. It's just the way she says it that just gives me life. She's like, you take your bipolar ass, bitch. Because what the girl said to Rita, she, after calling her a psycho, she said, you've been on here live talking bipolar this entire time. And I didn't think Rita was coming off any type of, I'm using quotes here with my fingers, bipolar type of way. I thought it was a great conversation that started off with James, Quanney, aka Q, aka Queen Quanney, and Rita. They was putting it on the table. What things are changing? The panels. They was talking about people need to come on screen. Take the black screen down. Come on, at least sometime show your face. Which I don't think that's going to work at all. Y'all know I come on here if y'all don't know what I look like, then I don't know what to tell y'all, because I probably got about, between all my channels, I probably got about 500, 600 videos, and probably 90% of them on camera. So, so y'all already know what my light-skinned, chunky ass look like, okay? But anyway, with the gap in my teeth, okay? But as far as that, I don't think that's going to change. Maybe some people will start coming back on camera, but when you have all these trolls who have also became content creators, who started trolling and not showing not even a picture as a avatar, not even a real picture as a avatar. Then they turn into content creators, and of course they still behind the screen. So when you have people still coming into the sector and you know, eating or taking in everything that they can and starting shit and becoming panel whores and in the chats beefing and all this shit, trying to build up their popularity, then they start on their own channel. They're not going to come on camera then. So a lot of us old heads, you know, because I remember when Rick or somebody first said it, he was like, why the fuck should we keep coming on here? And if it wasn't Rick, correct me, because, you know, chat, keep me honest. But I could have sworn it was Rick months and months, like a long time ago. He had said, or somebody said, if people don't be coming on camera all the time, why the fuck should some of us old heads keep coming on camera when all these new people keep coming in, or these trolls who don't want to be, like, they don't want to come on camera? Like, and I heard people say, you know, why should I make sure my hair straight, make sure my background straight, make sure my this straight, make sure I got, you know, the perfect background, green screens, you know, all kind of equipment and all kind of bullshit, when a lot of people don't hardly ever come on here and show themselves. Like, you got people on here that will drag day in and day out, slander, talk about people, their kids, their family, their mama, talk about everything, their house, their job. Don't let them do a challenge. You can't really cook, bitch. Look at your background. Why ain't we gonna update your kitchen? I mean, it's just all kind of shit that go on with people who don't show themselves. And like Rita said last night, it's not fair. And I've always thought that wasn't fair. I always thought, if you're on here and you don't never let people see what you got going on behind that camera, it's not fair to be beefing with somebody. Now, it's one thing if you're keeping the shit on YouTube, right? But when you're taking it outside of YouTube or talking about somebody's looks or they weight or this, and we don't know if you 100 pounds or 800 pounds. We don't know if you live in a mansion or if you live in projects. And nothing against the projects. I stayed in them several times throughout my life in Section 8 and all that. The people who know me know me. So I'm not dragging the bricks, as we call them. We like to call them the bricks. But it's not fair. Because no matter how talented you are, creative you are, or, with your words, or, it is harder to read and drag somebody who you really don't know nothing about besides what they say. Besides what they say on here. So, but that's why I don't be up here beefing. If somebody don't like me, you just gonna like me over there in your own project, in your own corner, in your own side of the world, because I don't give a damn, and I'm not the person to come on here and go back and forth and back, forth and forth. I'm not that person. Say what you gotta say, talk your shit, bump your lips, bump your gums. But I'm not. That's not me. That never has been me in all the years and all the different channels I have. I'm not the going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's not me. I like to do commentary on everything from the hood to the White House, including the B sector, and that's just what it is. So whatever. But Meow said, I think because these people don't want to be doxxed, that's why they stay black screen. And I get that. I understand that. I really do. But knowing what somebody look like is not necessarily giving you doxing material. Knowing that I'm light-skinned and chunky and heavyset is not really giving. I mean, you got to know more than that. I mean, where I work, where I live, what I'm saying? Like, I can't just look at somebody on here and say, oh my God, I'm about to call their job because they got green eyes and they got long hair, they got short hair, they bald headed, or they got a pimple on their nose. I mean, you need more than that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can take somebody's picture and probably Google it and try to see if it comes up with anything. But for the most part, coming on camera, I don't know. I don't know, child. I'm not a doxer. So, and as nosy as I am, when it comes to tea and when it comes to drama, when it comes to news and when it comes to things like that, I'm like, that's why I started my first YouTube channel in the first place, because I like to know shit and I like to talk about shit with other people who likes to talk about shit and likes to know shit and get the tea on shit. So that's why I started my first YouTube channel, the Primetime TV one. But yeah, I get what you're saying though. But yeah, I think more people though don't want to show their face on here though because it's probably not giving. A lot of people come on here and they don't show their face, but they will drag all the people who show themselves. Now I feel like this. If you're dragging all these people for their homes, for their cars, for their teeth, for their hair, for their furniture, their kitchens, whatever, the hole in their ceiling, the paint that needs to be done on the walls, show what you got. What you working
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm serious though. What's up, Sislo? I'm serious though. Show what you got. You talking about somebody's outdated furniture. What the fuck you sitting on? You talking about somebody's bed. Let's see your headboard. And I done showed y'all my bed, by the way, with the lights around, that I tell my kids is for reading. But anyway, I'm serious. Like, show your kitchen. You talking about somebody's old stove, or they old fridge, or, show your kitchen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't drag on here, but yeah, people done seen my house. Every house that I've been in, people done seen my house. This house that I got a couple of years ago, shit. I showed y'all the whole walkthrough. We was here when they did the inspection. I was live. We was here when the gas thing on the outside of the house started leaking before I closed, and I was panicking on here with y'all. Like, y'all saw me at my parties, my birthday party, so y'all done seen my house. But still, yet I don't be on
and
here.
I love it.
And even
I
even
mean,
though I have a nice house, I have the kitchen
yes,
for the gods. I don't come on here dragging about nobody because again, if you know me, you know me, and you know I was born in the bricks. I lived in the projects several times. I've been on Section 8. I've been on government cheese. I've been on WIC, Medicaid, food stamps. I never got. Have I ever got a? What do you call them checks? ADC, ADC, right? AD. You know what I'm talking about? The check, the government check. I think I had a government check when I
yeah,
had my first one.
A, I think it's
AFDC,
AFDC,
right? Yeah, okay, AFDC.
AFDC,
I
A
still
for
remember.
you pinch each other.
Right. I still remember when I had my first son. I had my son, and I wasn't on my job long enough to get short term or whatever you call that shit, So I had to sign up for the ADC. And I remember with my first son, it was $293. And if I wasn't living in the projects at that time, I don't know how I would have survived. Because I was like, 293, that's all y'all give people with a kid?
And they
And
don't want you to work.
it was funny because I got 293 from the ADC, but they gave me like 600 food stamps. It's just me and a newborn. And that's when I found out, when I realized why people sell their stamps. Because you expect somebody to live off of 293. And they just had a baby, and the baby only take breast milk or Similac, which you usually get from WIC for free. And you giving me like 600. And that's why they be having all kind of niggas and people in their house, and they be buying up all the crab legs in the stove and all this kind of shit. Then they be broke, and asking neighbors for sugar and eggs and washing powder. I remember I told y'all the other day when I stayed in the project, somebody would have the nerves to ask, can they wash their motherfucking dirty ass clothes in your shit? Like, bitch, if you don't do like we used to do back in the day when I was little and wring that shit out in the goddamn tub. I mean, wrench it in the goddamn tub. Wrench it around.
Yep.
I'm telling you, bitches in the projects, they got audacity, okay? No couth. But yeah, Sislo, I don't know if you watched James live last night. He was on Trezur Lane. And Quanney and Rita, you know Rita, right?
Yeah.
Rita the roaster. They wanted to be on his channel to have a conversation about how they feel about the B sector.
Okay, how did that go?
Did you watch?
No. I don't.
Okay, well, they wanted like a neutral platform because they wanted to talk about how a lot of people said the B sector is dead or the B sector is dying. Let me get a sip of water. I just finished coughing.
I'm on the heating pad. I got okay.
But it was very enlightening, meow meow. It was very enlightening. Let me take this. I forgot I had this doggone picture of my front yard on here. Hold on, y'all. Take this picture off.
That's actually a nice picture.
Yeah, that's like north, south, north. That's the northeast side of my front yard. So I got a big front yard and backyard, but that's like a portion of it.
I love it, girl. I love it. Little house on the prairie.
Yeah, looking like a little house on the prairie on the hill. You see how I look down at everybody? And in front of my house is where one of the rooms is my office because I work from home. And so I'm always looking down at people at the cars driving past and looking down at my neighbors across the street. I like it. I like looking down on people. I feel like I'm in
a Heidi, grandfather.
Ah, thank you, meow meow.
Grandfather. Oh, you dear. Where are you?
Little House used to be one of my favorite shows growing up. Little House.
My God, me and my mom, that was our date. I think it came on Mondays or something. That was me and my mama date every week. We got our little snacks and zooms and whams and watching Laura Ingalls and what's her name, Wilder, whatever her name was.
Yeah, hold on one second. Keep talking.
Watching them fight, the ones that own the store, watching the daughter fight and their mother, cause oh, like I thought they was people in real life. I can see them. And then she finally met Manly and fell in love with Manly, and her rival wanted Manly, and his real name I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was, but anyway, that was a good show. Nice, wholesome. Yeah. Then she ended up getting married, and her sister Mary went blind.
Sorry, I gotta go stir my chili. Keep talking to the peoples.
You got to stir your chili, yes you do. You got to stir her chili, yes you do. You got to stir her chili, yes you do. You got to stir her chili, yes you do. You got to stir it, stir it, stir it, stir chili. Ooh, ooh. You got to stir her chili. Okay, now who's that? Who said something earlier? That's beautiful. Oh, she talking about the background. Yeah, that background is beautiful. What else are you guys saying? Let me see if I can see your comments. Let me see. I think it was wrong. Meow says, if you I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. He was playing too on that. Me too. I read under the weather as well. I am under the weather. See, I told you I can't read. J Dunn was funny. She used that B word a lot. I think because these people don't want to be doxxed. That's why they stay. Well, I wouldn't blame them. It was enlightening and funny. Let's be. Yeah, I wouldn't blame them. Meow meow. I don't want to be. I don't want to bite doxing me either. It's like.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. No, at first, at first, girl, I was sitting here, right? And
Oh,
I
sure.
I heard somebody turning my lock or something, my door handle. And I'm like, staring at the door while we talking. And I'm like, damn, should I run and get my pistol? Because I know my son at work. Is somebody trying to get in my house? And then I ran and looked out the front door. And it was the Instacart people bringing me some groceries.
Oh, Lord.
But the noise was the snow, because it's a lot of snow up here, so the noise was the crunching of the snow. But I swear it sounded like somebody. Girl, then I smelled the chili. I was
Hold
like,
on, babe.
grab the
Hold
chili.
on, my phone is ringing.
That's okay. What's up, Kid Nola? You said I think it was a fake panel. You think it was a fake panel to take Uncle James out of it? Take Rick. Hold up, Ken, jump on the panel. Hit the panel. Give us some commentary. Yeah, let me know how you. Come on, Ken, hit the panel. Because I want to know what exactly you mean by that. He said take James out, take Rick out, and take Reed out. Canola, where you at, child? Where you at, child? Like and share the video, y'all. Hit what's her name? Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I thought it was a good live. I mean, when people, I definitely would like to know what y'all feel about the questions they asked as far as what do you like about the B sector? Do you really feel like it's dead or it's dying? Do you think that it can be revived? like Lazarus. Do you think so? Like Mona Simone, after 3 days, do you think the B sector could be revived? Me personally, I wouldn't say. I say we have droughts. I would say we have droughts. There are times where I'll be searching and searching and looking for something to watch, and not necessarily looking for a beef, because I do know that some people on here, all they want is beef. They don't want you talking about your personal life. They don't talk about what you finna cook for dinner. They don't want you talking about how your week went at work. They just want to talk about beef. So for the people who feel like that, I know to them, they probably really feel like the B sector is dead, it's 6 feet under, throw some flowers on that bitch. Let's say a prayer and hope the B sector makes it to heaven. You know what I'm saying? But the people who just like the entertainment as a general, just like the kikis, the laughter, the bees, the shade, the people coming on here talking about, what their experience and certain things that they might have going on personally. Like that's me. I like it all. I don't have to see or hear people beef all day, every day. I really don't. I mean, I just don't. So I can't say, in my own opinion, that the B sector is dead. I just say sometimes we have droughts, and sometimes certain commentary goes on that certain people are not interested in. And then that's okay to go to these other sectors like the Mode 3, the Black sector, some of them other ones. I think it's okay to go over there. But what they was talking about last night, like Trish, they was getting in Trish's ass because Trish claims that she just be going over there to set shit straight, basically. That's basically, to sum it up. Let's summarize it. That's what she basically, I think, be trying to say. That she just, I just be over there, and if they happen to say such and such and such, I'll be like, no, that ain't how it went. This is how it went, but you still, at the end of the day, you still giving these other sectors a lot of tea on us and a lot of, and I'm not saying, me personally, I'm not saying that's wrong of you to do that, because we do it over here too. When they come over here, they tell us about shit that's going on over there. So even though half of us over here, or probably over half of us, ain't interested in none of that shit, because I'm really not. There's like a few people who really interest me over there from those other sectors. A very few. And then I was tripping because one day some dude, I ain't even gonna say his name, but he modded me up. And I'm like, I don't even know you. I just jumped down in the chat one day and said, hey, what's up, everybody? Y'all know my usual greeting, right? If I ever been in y'all chat, what do I always say? Sup? If I'm in Ken's chat, sup, Ken? Mine's in chat. Or good morning, Ken. Mine's in chat. That's like my greeting, like most people's greeting. Hey, host, mine's in chat. So I did one of those. And next thing you know, I'm able to see who blocked or who unblocked or who hid or who put people in timeout. I had to hit up one of my homies. One of my friends I talked to outside of YouTube. I said, did this nigga just mob me up? And they was like, I don't know, try to type something. I said, I don't want to type nothing. I don't want people to know I got a mod stick. I said no, because if it confirms I got a mod stick, I'm just like, you know what? Like, why do people mod up people who they don't even know? Like, that was so crazy to me. Like, one of the biggest people in the Mo 3 sector modded me up. All because I dropped down in the chat and said, hey, what's up, mods in chat. And next thing you know, I was holding a wrench. And the other moderators, they was blocking people, timing people, hiding people, all kind of shit. And I don't even know why. I don't know the people over there. I wouldn't know who to block, I wouldn't know who's a troll, who's a nothing. So why did that person give me a mod stick is beyond me. I don't know. But I'm like, I ain't ever dropping down in their chat no more. I'm like, and I don't even really like. I don't know that person. I don't care for them like that. It's not like I ride for that person. Like when I think of moderators, Cisco, what do you think of moderators when that comes to you and your channel? Like,
For somebody that you have a relationship with and know you, how you move, how you operate, and what you know, that's out for your best interest. You know, nobody's trying to slick stage you, and that's trying to like slick shade the people in your chat, and to just mean well, have the heart of the people, the heart of the person that's whose show it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
you want to make sure you're not minding up somebody who's gonna block all your supporters out.
You said what now?
I said you also want to make sure you're not modding up people. Like we done seen and heard how some people mod up somebody and they see, like all their biggest supporters, like the ones who might cash app or super chat them a lot. They done blocked all of them out. They done blocked them out so they can't comment in the chat no more. This has happened time and time again. And when he modded me up, I was like, you don't even really know me.
That's what I'm saying.
I could be looking for people to block out in your channel. Or you know what I'm saying? And Vibrant said, I'm not getting your notifications. Well, Vibrant, what they recommend, and I have done this before too, like if there's somebody I know who I support and I'm no longer getting their notifications, just unsubscribe and then subscribe right back and then hit the notification bell. And the reason why you might not be getting my notifications because a lot of people know at the end of the year, that's our busiest time. The end of the year, beginning of the year is our busiest time. And I'm working like every day, 12-hour shifts. I'm off today. And this is my first day off in like 3 weeks. And I'm off, I think next Sunday. But I even got to work tomorrow on MLK Day. 12 hours. No, wait, 8. No, I got to work 8 hours tomorrow. But the rest of the week is all 12 hours until Saturday. So when I work a lot, I don't be on here like that. I be working. I be watching though. Y'all be seeing me in the chats. I be watching and I'll speak up a little bit here and there to let people know that I'm watching. I'm supporting you, while I'm working. But I don't even have enough time to be doing a lot of live. I'll be tired, child. When I get off at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, all I want to do is shower, get in my pajamas, watch maybe a few YouTubers, watch some Hulu, something, and wind down with my glass of wine or my liquor. I'm serious. I'll be tired. These people be working my nerves at work. So yes, I'll be tired, child. I'll be tired. So I haven't made, like yesterday, me and Cisco was talking. She said, it ain't been 9 days since you went live. I said, yes, it has, girl. I've been going live like once every 2 to 3 weeks. And when you don't go live like you normally do, YouTube don't share out your notifications like they do if you were to go live every day. She said, I unsub child like I haven't done that. I don't know why. I appreciate the people who do get the notifications and drop in, and then the people who don't get the come back for the replay. I be seeing y'all in the chat talking about replay gang.
Right. Sometimes I unsubscribe and subscribe again to kind of refresh it, or I hit the notification bell again just to refresh it. If I stop getting the message and stuff, I'll go ahead. And some of them,
praise the Lord,
probably based on that like algorithm thing. Like if you don't visit the channel often enough, they might,
Good evening.
Notifications. So.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta. I don't know why, but when you don't go live like me, I kind of been on a hiatus because I'm working a lot. Yeah, I'm not surprised that YouTube is not giving out the notifications. I'm not surprised. But what's up, man?
Well, they did it to me. You remember Miss Hood Table when I first came? I had 2 channels. I just got one of them back.
Yep.
last a few days ago, and it's not it ain't got no motion. Like it's like they're not sending my notifications out.
Yep. Just keep on working that channel. Keep on working that channel because that's what I noticed when I'm not on here for a minute. You just gotta keep on working the channel. Pretty soon, the
I
notification.
think it's shadow banned by
Huh?
it being deactive. Wait, what they call it? Yeah, it was by it being suspended, terminated. I
Oh.
think it's shadow banned.
Oh. Oh wow. That now that I have heard people being shadow banned where YouTube is just like, fuck y'all. I ain't telling nobody y'all live.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But what's up, Ken Nola? I want to hear what you got to say regarding the show last night because I saw your comment in the chat. So when you were saying stuff like take James out, take Rick out, take Reed out, what exactly did you mean by that?
Uh, because it's they don't they're not being fake. They already know what's going on, and you know they're not actually out here begging and provoking people to argue with you with them just for the views and the attention and the cash apps. Now I gotta be honest. I was gonna hit the panel last night, but I just was like, no, because if I do hit it, I'm gonna just start. I'm gonna mess it up by calling people out. I just felt like it was a lot of fake stuff going on with Rita. She wasn't being honest because like the stuff that she was doing to try to get Lady Nika attention, pizza attention, she was lying. She was lying, putting out allegations on the people, using their images. But when it was done to her, either she will flag or she will report it. But you're doing it to other people and you fighting dirty. But you're not saying that on that panel with the docs and stuff. You're not telling them people that you dox people behind the scenes. That's why they don't want to go back and forth with you, Rita, because if they get in your A and they push the gas on you, either you're gonna call the cops and say they're harassing you and your family, or you're gonna take them to court. We seen her do this already. Another thing was she playing in Uncle James' face. You talking about the people coming from other sectors and you don't like that. You just want to go back and forth with beef sector people, but she's not telling him that she's working behind the scenes with people in the Mo 3 sector, flagging people channels. She not telling him that she's working behind the scenes with Rico, lying on people. Like the receipt that she did with me, trying to act like me and I try to holler at Rico and try to get nude pictures from Rico. That's why we ignoring Rita. Because Rita is fighting dirty and she's trying to use false, fake receipts to fight people and think that people is going to go back and forth with her. No, it's not going to happen. Get your money the regular way. Go out and work with your husband. So that's why I didn't hit the panel, and that's why I think it just was it was phony and it was fake.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. And as far as Rita goes, like I know a lot about the people who do docs around here. I don't really know the full history of Rita doxing. I also didn't know that she's behind the scenes with Rico. Are we talking about Rico from New York, Rico?
Rico the brat, the racist
Oh,
one,
Rico.
who she's yeah, the one who said a lot of stuff about black women, and he said that he said something about black people asked to be in slavery or something. He just said a lot of stuff that Rita know about because I told her, I showed her, and I went live, and she seen for herself. But she's over there now, and Uncle James is in the chat. She telling him that she know nothing about that. So now she's trying to go at Rico because he said something about it. So why did it had to take him to tell you that Rico was racist when other people already told you?
You know, I just heard for the first time. Was it yesterday? I think James was talking about. Oh my god! And I don't even want to get on that damn Nina because I I don't know if you like her or don't like her, so I don't really. But
Man, talk your talk. I'm with you.
I'm just Okay, Ken. I don't know if you saw my show the other day, but somehow she became a topic because a lot of people is bringing it up more and more lately. Is she really black? Is she not black? Is she African? Is she South Sudan? Is she what? What the fuck is she? You know? And I, for one, still think she's white as a motherfucking snow. Like white as the motherfucking snow, the snow that's in my motherfucking yard right now. Like I still think she's white. I mean, like I like somebody said the other day, like, okay. We understand that there can be white people in Africa, right? We all know that. We ain't dumb. Some white people
Right.
go over there and they go over there and they become what's the things, the organizations they'll go over there to help and assist and teach and build and all that bullshit. They end up having kids over there and their kids grow up African, right? It happens.
Right.
And then some people just live in the nicer cities over in Africa where they doing really good, and a lot of them is white and they own companies and woo, but they usually still have accents.
True.
What African does not have an accent? Whether you white, blue, purple, gray, or green.
I mean, that is kind of suspicious a little bit.
Ain't no proper speaking Africans. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So anyway, so then I heard Spill It or Trezur say that last night about her, and I don't care if people say they saw her elbow, her kneecaps, her neck, her ear. That bitch is not black.
But look at the people that said it.
Well, these are people who have a claim to be liars in the past.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, and then they start mentioning that Rico, the brat, was, what did they say he was? His nationality?
Puerto Rican
or some bullshit. I didn't even know that. He even hopped on our panel before. I thought it was just some light-skinned nigga.
No, that fool. He's Puerto Rican, and something else. Now I don't know if you've been. Well, you probably haven't been catching my shows because I've been on the old channel that I made back in 2019. So I know for sure you didn't see it.
What's the name of the old channel? Because I'm gonna go over there right now.
It's Ken Nola. It's Ken Nola News. I think the video is still up when him and Pizarro did that interview, and Pizarro admitted she knew that Rico was racist. She said she already knew it and she don't care. But like I said, that was a slap at Lady Nika. That was a shot at Lady Nika because he called Lady Nika a monkey and an alligator. He said some more, ugly stuff about her appearance. But Pizarro still did that interview because of Lady Nika going off on her and telling her how she feel.
Oh wow!
So, it's a lot that people not paying attention to, but they just don't want to speak out.
Okay, so 1 second, Ken. Okay, I see you got Nola News, and then you have just Nola. So is Nola News the new channel?
Yeah, Nola. That's the one. That's the old one that I just got back.
Thank you. I'm not subscribed to that one, so I'm hitting subscribe right now. And I see you've been live over there. Yep. So that's why I didn't know. Okay. All right. I'm subscribed. Okay. Hold up.
So I just told VS about it.
Hold on. Who is this? Who is that?
Who is that? I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Can you please remove my name? Can you please remove my name from your title?
Who is that?
Who is that?
What's your name?
I don't know you. Jay Davis. Who are you? Oh, let me take a sip of my liquor.
Damn.
I'm waiting. Who are you? I ain't never seen that avatar before. I ain't never seen that name before. So who are you?
Or is they talking to me?
I don't know. Because I'm on your channel right now. I don't see that you got a Jay Davis in your title of your videos. You got one say letter to Nika, what women in the B sector really want. I love when you come on camera, Ken, because you're so cute. No offense to your wife.
Thank you.
I'm like, why Ken know me Like,
They they be looking all in your background. They be so creepy.
yep, yep.
So they did Tracy.
I was saying that earlier, Ken. I don't know if you heard me, but when I was talking to Sislo, I'm like, people be in people's background talking shit and don't want to show their background. If you want to talk about some bitch got an old ass stove or ain't got stainless steel appliances, let's see your shit. Come on, Ken.
Right.
Let's see your furniture, your bed, your Christmas tree. Let's see your kids. Not the kids, but let's see your kitchen table. Shoot. I hate when people
that's what I don't get either.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else I wanted to get my thoughts on? Now, I love me some Rick, but I gotta disagree with Rick with the Pizarro situation.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, I don't consider Pizarro as an OG or nothing like that because just like Jay Dunn said, she didn't go through what we went through, and all of us came around the same time in 2019. So I got doxxed. Rick got doxxed. Rick got his mama called. I got my wife called. A lot of stuff done happened to me and Rick. So yeah, you can say that we're not OGs, but we've been through a lot in the B sector. We established. Pizarro, nothing really happened to her besides her letting people from other sectors come over and just yell and scream on her panels. Like me and Rick actually had stuff going on. Like we had scandals. We had, you know what I'm saying? Especially me. Now, Miss Hood, I could start some stuff around here.
Start your stuff, man. Shit, I mean, you gotta keep it a buck over here. We know ain't no pussy fitting over here. When it comes to the B sector, and even though I'm not a beefer per se, I'll pop my shit, but I'm not gonna sit over here and go back and forth with people on here because I ain't got it to do really, and I ain't got time for it. But if you say it with your chest, whatever you say, that's how I feel. Shit, say it with your chest. But as far as the B sector goes, as far as like the panel went last night, and I think that person, Ken, do you think that person in the chat is that Jamita person?
I don't know.
I'm looking at my title of my video, and it says, because I done forgot what I named the damn thing. It says Jamita James is a real person. B sector, Diane or something. Trezur Lane. I got Jada in here. I got Rita. I got Quanney. So
that's who it is.
Are you Jamita?
I'll just put J.
Can you please remove? And you know what? Let me just say this. The only reason why I put her name in the chat, in the title, is because on her avatar, she had her name on the avatar.
When you hit the panel, what they call authenticate or clear. It shows your real name once you hit the panel to show that you're a real person.
Right. And I had said earlier in the show, I said, why are you coming on here with your real name? And I said, I even told, this was earlier in my show today. I said, I even tell friends and family who thinking about subscribing, or, like even my mom, my godmom, she be dropping down in my chat. I'm like, godmom, could you please change your name? You got your first and your last name. Like, they don't understand though. They don't understand how YouTube can work. And I'm like, when people Google accounts, Google says first and last name, and they put first and last name. Like, make up a name, make up a nickname, do something like that, because you coming in here talking about remove my name for a title, but you was on James Live for 3 hours last night with Jamita as your name, and there's a thing on there that you click to change your name. Even when
I'm quite sure they got it.
So how you gonna be on the panel last night, everybody calling you Jamita, and then you come on here and tell me to take it out my title?
Yeah, that's a little selfish lady.
Here, who the fuck knows who I'm talking about from the show if I just put Jay on there? You weren't called Jay last night when you were on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's your fault, man.
Like, for real. Like,
once you hit a panel, you're a content creator now. Like, that's why we tell subbies, don't hit that panel unless you you want to get talked about. And now you're a content creator, ma'am. You're not a subby anymore. Too late.
Hell yeah, you a content creator that got dragged by Rita last night, and that was so entertaining.
I missed that part. I
Man,
stopped
you gotta
watching
watch
after a while because it was,
it. You
you
gotta
know,
watch it.
too
And
much.
go back. She called Rita a psycho, and then continued to call her bipolar. And Rita wasn't talking to her. Rita ain't got no beef with her. This bitch was just talking shit to Rita, and all Rita was doing was trying to explain how we need to start keeping stuff on YouTube, stop taking stuff on YouTube, stop stalking people. Woo, woo, woo. But I think the girl was maybe trying to say like what you just said when you were saying, well, you done dox people too. Maybe that's what she was trying to come across with, but she came across calling her psychos and calling her bipolar and calling her names. And
Yeah, she did it the wrong way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if she would have came across a little differently. But were you there when she kept saying to Jay Dunn, my name ain't James?
Yeah.
Tell me that shit wasn't funny. I was like,
It was.
bitch, Jay Dunn had told you 50, 11 times that James is on the panel, the host. This is who channel we on. And you still up here talking about why you keep calling me James.
The whole chat was dying laughing. I don't know why it was funny, but it just was. It was funny how she kept saying it. Like, lady, what are you talking about?
Man, Keith,
Man,
I was hollering. I mean, I'm over here. I was on my second or third drink. I don't know. Maybe it was just too funny to me because I was tipsy. But I was laughing my ass off. I was like, well, somebody else back Jay Dunn up. And then it was funny because Spilly Boy, he listened to this shit and he ain't saying shit. Jay Dunn is like, James, say something. James. Oh,
he was laughing.
We gonna say James' name like 3 times like this, the motherfucking.
Did you see the late when your girl called him Trezur? Wait, what she said? Treasure or something? Yeah, Treasure told me to come up here. I forgot her name. Jade, one of the twins.
Oh, what was that twin's name? It was. I can't remember the damn twin's name. But what the fuck? I didn't understand why she was on the panel. What was I missing?
I don't know, but she was funny as hell, though, boy.
I was like, she just got on there and she was just popping her shit. I'm like, I don't know. I was confused. I was in confusion, like Brianna was saying. I was in confusion. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it was good.
I don't know. But I am subscribed to your other channel, Ken, so I'm gonna start tuning into your other channel. But I did enjoy you on the panel the other day when you were whose panel was that on? Was that VS?
Jaguar, probably.
Jaguar. Okay, that was Jaguar, and that was you and I did not know that all that shit was going on over there with you.
Oh yeah, that lady. She lied on me. I found all the videos. She did 4 interviews, calling me the P word.
And I did remember that, and we had did a little commentary on that show because I was like, if somebody would call me that, I would definitely be upset, and I'm like, if you even went so far as to file charges on slander or anything like that, because the thing that I got with the Kiki, and I said this many, many times, the girl Kiki, because y'all know we call Ken also the boy Kiki, but with the girl Kiki, I was always like, she's always up here wanting to call the cops or press charges or some bullshit like that. But then after she does that shit, her and her dude, Octagon, her and her dude always comes on here and they continue to talk shit about the same people that they trying to accuse and put charges on.
Exactly. Yep.
Like, I know some people was giving you shit, Ken, about the pictures. Why would you put the pictures on here? Why would you? But I'm so glad you did that. Because like you said, if I'm a pedo or anything like that, why the fuck would you send me your daughter half naked, half dressed in a motherfucking swimsuit? Like, why? And I had said in the chat when Jag was live, and she had put my comment, and she was highlighting everybody's comment. But one of the comments she had put on the screen was, I don't give a motherfucking shit if my daughter had 4 layers of clothes on. I'm still not sending it to some nigga on YouTube. Like, why are you sending your kids to
unwanted?
Unwanted, unasked, like unrequired. Like, I don't get it.
And that's why I fell out the beef sector. That's why I called out the beef sector, and I told them I don't want to be in the sector anymore, because this is the stuff that y'all supposed to speak up on. Y'all claim y'all don't like people talking about kids or people using their kids for views, and here you go, a woman accusing, and Uncle James said it last night, the females calling the men pedos and all of that. You got her using her daughter to get a man attention, and when he don't want to give her that attention, she turn it around and flip it, and then look how it turned out. And not one of them, nobody ain't say a word about it.
I just don't get it. And Ken, I think you know how I've always felt about that girl. Like, from the 3-4 years ago, I always felt she was shady, she was sneaky, she was behind the scenes on some shit. I always felt that way, and I would take that shit to the grave and deal with it with Jesus, okay? But I've always thought that she had a lot more to do with shit. I've always thought that, and then when she came back, all of a sudden, at the same time, somebody else comes back. And then again, trying to put people in jail again. And I'm like, that's all I needed to see. That's like, we've been saying for 3-4 years, we thought you had something to do with her. And then you come back, and automatically you showing up at her job at midnight when she's picking up her son and all this shit. Then you going to the courthouse saying she's stalking you. And I'm like, what else do you see? I don't need to hear shit. Go ahead,
I can be a witness to all of this. Don't forget, I talked to Kiki. I talked to her. I've been talking to her since 2019. So I know a lot of stuff that people don't know. And I know how she felt about the whole situation. Like I said, she told me she went to Shireen's house. I have a message of her saying, I think she said Shireen just left my house, or I just left Shireen's house. I have a message of her saying that. I was on the phone with her, and I have a message of us talking about that situation at the Walmart. She didn't even have to go to that Walmart. That Walmart was closing. She made it her business to go get that man and told that man that she feared for her life. And that's why they went to that Walmart and went straight over there. And like, she did that on purpose. Trust me. I'll take a lie detector test.
I believe it. I always believed it, and I know some people feel a certain type of way about VS, and I've always been like supportive behind her for years. I got videos supporting her on this channel, that channel years ago. So I've always supported her as far as understanding why she did what she did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like when that shit first happened, Ken, I'm telling you, me and my folks was over here gagging. Like, me and my folks, my bros, my sisters, my cousins, we all like, can y'all believe this shit? They don't know shit about YouTube, but they were thinking the same way I'm thinking, because nigga, I'm from the hood, and this how we get down, bitch. Like, I tell you over and over again, I don't want shit to do with you. I don't want your motherfucking used ass furniture. I don't want you calling me, texting. I'm blocking you on every motherfucking platform. Then you show up to the motherfucking IHOP and sit in front of me and put your chin. I still remember, like, I got the videos. And you sitting there in front of me with your hand on your chin talking about, what's up, VS? Like, we all agreed her ass would have been popped right there at the table. Like, bow, bitch, this is what's up. So I know some people like, oh, VS, she's weak. She's this. I wouldn't have done this. She's stupid. No. Like, I'm sorry, but some of y'all were raised to walk away and turn the other cheek like Jesus did. And some of us were not raised like that. So I've always been supportive on what she did, because Ken, Nola, I didn't have people on here from my real life come on here and talk about my history. Like, I'm a banger. I'm from the gangs. My whole family, we either blood, Chris, vice versa, in this motherfucker. And
let's go.
That's my past, mind you. That's my past now. That's my past. But even in my 40s, I'm sure I probably would have hit that bitch, drop syrup on her ass or something at the table. Like, what the fuck is you doing here, bitch? So, I mean, I get it, and I will always get what she did. And yes, she sacrificed being off of YouTube for 3 years and went to jail for a couple of days and woo woo woo. But sometimes shit is just so worth it.
I mean, it was obvious that she knew that girl. I mean, we seen her texting on the video.
Yep.
She texting somebody, smiling. Then, soon as she stopped texting, that girl just walking out of nowhere. What?
And she up there talking about, don't go, VS. Don't get up, VS. Don't get like, bitch, you, ooh. And then the whole fact that when she came back on here, Ken, I know you remember that, when Kiki came back on here around the same time VS did, everybody was saying, why was you lying and pretending to be gay or bisexual? But now you saying, I never wanted her. I didn't say I liked her. I wasn't pretending to like her. I wasn't, like, we still got some videos. You a whole ass liar. And that's why I will never, ever fuck with that bitch. Like, never. Like, you
She do like girls.
You're dripping and panting and sweating and acting like you really wanted that girl. House and everything. Me and my husband, we can all have a three. I remember all that shit like it was yesterday. But then you come back over here out of the fucking blue, and I was never gay. I wasn't pretending to be gay. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, we ain't got the footage.
Well, I bet you I know I can say this because I was around for this, and I was acting like I didn't know what was going on. The reason why she was meeting up with that girl is because her husband wasn't giving her nothing. That man had slept with her in 6 months.
And that was
and I have messages to prove it.
Later, right? The one who sent her ass or contacted her child's father. That's the one?
No, it was the other one. Not what's his name is? It was the other guy. I think the Chinese one.
Oh, because there's been so many. I don't know. Shit, I'm still stuck on the one who brought her Paul Masson from downstairs.
I think it was the other one because he was in the background when she was on live. He was in the background, and she said he kept telling her to stop. He don't want her to talk to Tracy. He don't like Tracy. He don't like VS because she was giving them money. She was giving out big money off that man's credit card. So it was. Let me ask you: do you like Baddest?
I really don't know her. I mean, I know her like from a YouTube perspective, but I don't know her enough to say I like her or don't like her because I mean, I know her from when she was in with VS when they had, TSCC. She dropped down throughout the years when VS was not on here. Then, of course, she had VS on her platform when she came back. And then it was a whole shit show after that with we finding out that she was messing with some dude who, mother was, and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I really don't know her to like her or not like her. So.
Yeah, that's who Kiki worked with behind the scenes, Baddest.
Yeah. I can believe it.
And that's sad.
It's really sad because like I was we was doing commentary on Ben's the other day because Ben was on this channel and Ben was on this channel and the shit with watermelon sugar.
Yeah.
So
that was crazy.
I was up here like it's just certain people. It's certain people that I would never be caught behind the scenes with. There are certain people that I'm real cool with, and Sislo, the one who dropped down, she's one of them. That's my sister from another mister. Okay. There are certain people like Deanna. It's just certain people on here that I'm cool with outside of YouTube. But there are certain people when I see repetitive behavior, like I'm the kind of person. And I don't know if you heard me say this before, but I'm the kind of person who really take in what you're giving on the platform. And if you try to hit me up outside the platform, I'm gonna look at you like I'm probably ignore your comment, your IG, your whatever. Because don't try to get close to me on behind the scenes when I see your works on YouTube. So the only people who behind with me on the scenes is the people that I actually see your works on YouTube, and it's more positive than negative. You ain't on here slandering, dragging, doxing, doing just fuck shit.
I'm getting a phone call. It's gonna go out.
Okay, that's cool. But it's like I'm not like if you expect me to be cool with you behind the scenes and you on here every day doing fuck shit, I'm not gonna reply. There's people who hit me up on IG, Facebook, all that shit, and I'll just be looking at them like I ain't about to say shit to your ass because all I know next week you'll be up here on the motherfucking platform on YouTube. So, but yeah, you have to be careful. I mean, even with the Ben shit, even with any of the people that they accuse of doxing on here, you have to be careful who you get close to on here for real, for real. Like who you tell your business to. Like my fucking, and some of y'all know this and some of y'all don't, but like even my family and friends don't know certain things about me. Once I started being a YouTuber years ago, there's certain things that my friends and family, now maybe my kids, of course, they, but how that is, the kids are my kids. But other people outside of that, like people who've been knowing me for years don't know where I work. They don't know a lot of shit about me. And I like to keep it that way. Like, don't ask me, is my job hiring? Don't ask me where I work. Don't ask me, can I vouch for you on a resume? Don't ask me none of shit, because I'll tell your ass I work at McDonald's. Yep, I work at McDonald's. Been there for 15 years. Yep, that's where I work at. But no, it's certain things that you cannot communicate to people, even if it's behind the scenes. Because we done seen it over and over, time and time again, how people come over here and they'll throw your shit right up in your face. They'll dox you, or they'll help people dox you. They'll drag you over shit that's going on in your real life. Don't have an issue with your husband or your kids and talk to this person about it. They gonna dog you and drag you over that shit when y'all fall out. It's always a mad day. We've seen it so many times again. It's always a mad day. But why do we see it over and over again? Because these certain people, like when I was saying about the Benz chick, for y'all to sit here and listen to her and hear her and take it all in and digest what she is saying. Yes, bitches sends me news all the motherfucking time, and they gonna keep on sending me news. Are you digesting that? The people who are sending her the news over and over again, are y'all digesting what she is saying? Y'all keep on sending me news. Y'all keep on sending me pictures, and I'm going to do with them what the fuck I will. Y'all have to take people, y'all have to believe people for what they are. Believe what people say they are. You know how, it's like dating. If you dating a nigga, and I always used to tell my little nieces and my little girl cousins, I used to tell them this all the time. It only takes 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 phone calls, 3 to 5 conversations to realize if this is somebody you want to continue fucking with or kicking with or spitting with, talking to, pillow talking, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It don't take 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 months to realize it's a fuck bitch or a fuck nigga. You got to pay attention to the signs. And on YouTube, when the signs is out there, like literally people putting the shit out there, they spilling tea, whatever, on a certain individual, and y'all still trusting this person with y'all news and y'all pictures and y'all in the private chats and the Zooms and whatever the fuck y'all doing. Like, yeah, I said the other day y'all retarded, and I know that ain't the politically correct term to use these days. But I'm going to use the old term on your ass. Y'all were fucking retarded. Okay? That's it. That's all. Anyway, make sure you guys like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Please and thank you very much. Stay safe. Be blessed. Remain vigilant at all times. And always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.